I was younger, I always had like the Super Nintendo and the Nintendo as like my first consoles. And I was always trying to find out why there wasn't a portable for it. Now, I know about the Game Boy and how they had a couple games, but the only ones that really entertained me that was Super Nintendo related was the Donkey Kong ones. And so, I found out about one of the portable Nintendos when my aunt was going around on Facebook and posted about it. So then I go to Second and Charles, and suddenly I found the Superboy. But then later on, like while searching, I also found out about the Retro Duo Portable. I saved up my money, got these both, and I'm going to be doing a review for both, and I'm going to say which one is better at the end, like in my opinion. Alright, we should get started with the Superboy. So right here we have the Hyperkin Superboy. So we're going to try out this game real quick. Donkey Kong Country. And it works pretty perfect. Speakers, kind of good. Alright, it seems to be playing perfectly fine right now. Alright, well, since I need to show off my sweet, sweet skills, I'm going to ask my sister to hold the camera for me. Come here, shorty. I need you to aim this towards the Superboy and keep your fingers off the camera.
No.
So the controls, pretty comfortable. Not really seeing any problem right now. This game just works perfectly fine. No lag, no quality bust, nothing. By quality bust, I mean like pixely things. Yep, not much problems with this. I see you shaking that camera. Alright, so that works good, but when you try games like Donkey Kong Country 2, I've had a little problem with save files. Like Donkey Kong 2, 3, and Punch-Out have done it, and this one has actually done it once, but never did it again. But watch what happens when you get to the save files of it. See, they're all gone. I nearly beat the game with some of these files, and they were all gone. So that's one reason why I would not prefer Superboy over a Retro Duo Portable, unless you're going to play games without save files. Like Terminator 2, and Tiny Toons, and Tasmania, Pinball, all that stuff. There's also this little NES adapter that came with the Retro Duo Portable. We're going to see if it works on here. Okay, so it does. It has the audio, but it does not show it. And since there's nothing to connect this to the TV, you can't really use this adapter unless you get the separate retro port adapter. I honestly didn't expect this to work, not even the audio, but it surprisingly does. Alright, so this has decent speakers. The controls feel comfortable. It has a decent amount of weight. It plays a lot of different games, which is good. Can't do the adapters, and it deletes your saved game files. So I would not suggest this for games you're going to have save files on. Alright, so now we're going to move on to the Retro Duo Portable. And after we're done with this, I'm going to try to show off footage of what it looks like on the TV by getting off my lazy butt and using the Elgato ports. Alright, so it's definitely smaller. Controls are kind of good. Doesn't feel too cheap. Speakers sound a lot better. With headphones, it's actually improved. So, thing about quality, you kind of have to look directly at the screen to see the thing, but honestly, I don't find that as much a problem as long as it plays my games. Alright, let's see. Yep, this didn't seem to delete anything. Whoa. And this one away. This one's actually my dad's favorite game when it comes to Super Nintendo. Mine is either Mario World or Donkey Kong 2. The thing is, since my dad knows a lot about this one, like, it's the original one, it doesn't have all the special moves required for stuff. I mean, he just likes it. And there goes the swordfish. Now, people are probably wondering, like, why I choose Super Nintendo over all these, but it was, like, my first console when I was younger. Play a lot of old stuff. Huh?
I just want to miss something.
It
said I love you on it.
Let me see.
It said I love you on it.
Oh, it's just Nanny.
Oh.
We're talking like we're not even on camera. That's funny. Alright. Well, that seemed to work perfectly fine. And then when it comes to this, the only thing I don't like is how complicated it is to get the cartridges in. Oh, and by the way, there's like this little screw hole that most people are supposed to do. But all you gotta do, if you don't want to do that, and you just want to keep changing your cards, just get something like a gift card or something like that. Just slide it into the back, and it shouldn't shake that much. Thank you, Barnacles, for that tip. So you get the sound, and you get the video quality, so you can actually play this on the go. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, heroes in a half shell, turtle power. Alright, so this works perfectly. The only thing I don't like is how you gotta use A and B for the adapter instead of Y and B. Like Y would be mapped out as B and
What?
B, like A would be mapped.
Sorry, son.
You're fine, Anna.
Just put it right.
Yeah, just leave the camera.
You don't want to be late, then she won't let you come Friday, okay?
No.
You want to come back Friday?
Alright, I'm gonna have to cut that part out. Sorry about that, folks.
I love you.
Alright, so it works perfectly. Now, I'm going to give you guys footage of what NES and SNES games look like when connected to the TV. This is what a Retro Duo portable looks and sounds like when connected to the TV.
Round one, fight! Hadouken! Shoryuken! Hadouken! Hadouken! You win! Perfect! Round two, fight! You win!
Here's the same game, but when a Superboy is connected to the TV. So on here, video quality is a bit improved, but sound quality is not.
USA! Round one, fight! Hadouken! Sonic boom! Sonic boom! Hadouken! Hadouken! Sonic boom! Sonic boom! Hadouken! Hadouken! You lose. Round two, fight. Hadouken! 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 Shoryuken! Hadouken! You win! Round three, fight! Hadouken! Hadouken! Sonic boom!
This is what the retro port sounds like in the Retro Duo Portable when connected to the TV. And here is what it looks and sounds like on the Superboy. Yep, we're not getting anywhere with this. The sound is there, but no video. Alright, so now that we're done with the footage, it's time that we announce which one is better at which. Alright, so when it comes to video quality, the winner is the Superboy. Because I've played both, and like on the TV it's good, but on portable it's pretty fine. You don't have to look directly at this to see it correctly, like usual. And yeah, it has the colors improved, like everything's sharper. Now, when it comes to sound quality, the winner is the Retro Duo Portable. Because if you've heard the Superboy on some stuff, the speakers can be very tinny, and when they're loud, it's just hard to hear. But on this one, it's not as hard. Alright, so when it comes to compatibility, the winner for that is the Retro Duo Portable. Because it can play NES, Genesis, Game Boy Advance, regular Game Boy, you name it, it could probably play it. Now, Superboy on the other hand, it can only play like Super Nintendo, Super Famicom, and Super Game Boy. Alright, now when it comes to gameplay, the winner for it is Retro Duo Portable once again, because on this one, it will not delete any save file games. I do not suggest a Superboy for any save games, because it'll delete everything. Like Donkey Kong Country 2, I got very far, it deleted all of my stuff. This one, I can get far and it will not do so. The only time it would do so is if the save battery ran out on the cartridge. And when it comes to battery life, the winner is Retro Duo Portable. Because on Superboy, I can go on like a 1 or 2 hour trip and the thing will die immediately. This one, I've been playing it for days and days and days straight, and it hasn't began to run out of battery until like 4 or 5 days of playing it without charge. So that's pretty good. So the overall winner of the Superboy and Retro Duo Portable is the Retro Duo Portable. Because you can play any game you need, you can have longer battery life, you can play multiple games. It doesn't just have to be Super Nintendo. It's like, you don't have to connect it to the TV if you want to use a controller like the SN Pro Pad, one of my favorite controllers around. So, yeah. What I'm doing with the Superboy is I'm giving it to Shorty for Easter, even though she ruined my video. Yeah, I saw your fingers on there. Little munchkin. And I'm going to see how she reacts to it. Alright? Thank you for watching. This is He-Man 1010 signing off. Shout out to Superman 1010.